All right, we are here with Ring of Honor and New Japan talent, Kyle O'Reilly. We are here in Toronto, a man that has been super busy all over the world. And Kyle, it really feels like this past year in particular, from last year's Best of the Super Juniors on, it's been really a career year for you, it feels like.
It's been unreal. It's a dream come true, man. Getting to wrestle all over the world, and especially in New Japan, I couldn't be happier.
Where is the expectation level? It's got to be so high now as you head into the Best of the Super Juniors last year. Last year was really a coming out party for you in a single setting. Do you ever feel that pressure is a good pressure to have?
It's great pressure to have, but there's definitely pressure and a lot of it. It seems like every big match is just a buildup of immense pressure, and then as soon as the match is over, it's just like release, and then the slow buildup of pressure knowing that there's another big match coming. It's just part of wrestling, and we thrive on it, man. It's awesome.
Are you someone that will go out there and look to see the reception you get to certain matches, whether it is with Kushida and kind of getting a second life when it just aired on Access and everyone just putting it over so strongly? Do you seek that stuff out, the good and the bad, or do you try to stay away from that even?
I try to avoid it. I try not to let it influence me too much. You know, I'm just trying to take everything day by day and just try and put forth the best performance each match that I have, you know, and try and make things different, try to make things special, and try to adapt to my opponent's strengths and their weaknesses and my strengths and weaknesses. And just trying to create something different, man. I like to consider pro wrestling as an art form and just trying to create new, exciting art.
We've seen so many people where they try to incorporate a lot of mixed martial arts into wrestling to varying degrees of success, and you seem someone that just has such a great mind for it. What are the intricacies or the difficulties in trying to segue one over to the other, because it seems to have just worked so well for you in particular?
It seems to kind of be the Wild West in that regard. It's still sort of seeing what works and what doesn't work, you know? Like some things might elicit a better reaction or response than something else. You know, it's just kind of making it up as I go along. I think having, like, you know, when you talk about some people who don't do it as successfully, it helps actually training in martial arts as well, like to have the background of grappling background or a kickboxing background. Like when you can actually show real techniques, you know, it comes across a lot better than when you're just, looks like two monkeys trying to do something to a football, you know what I mean?
You're coming off the great feud with Adam Cole, and it's been something incredible to watch for Ring of Honor fans going back to the Future Shock days. How happy were you guys coming off recently, earlier in the year with the anniversary pay-per-view? Just how everything has really clicked, and you two you can go your separate ways and then come back together, and it just seems that you guys have a certain chemistry every time out.
I think our paths are definitely intertwined, and I wouldn't have it any other way, man. We were just talking the other day after watching, I think, the Payback pay-per-view, and you see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in there, or them having a match at WrestleMania, and their feud goes all the way back to their indie days and their Ring of Honor days, and you can't help but think that maybe we're on the same path, and if that is the case, then we're very lucky, and couldn't be more happy to do it with a better guy than Adam.
What is the possibilities of seeing one Tom Lawler ever accompany Red Dragon once again? And what happened to Filthy Tom, your mentor that has gone astray?
He's coming back sooner than later, damn it. He'll be back. So keep your eyes peeled for Filthy Tom for sure.
Is Red Dragon something that you guys always see that there will be that link, but now you guys, we have the clear singles paths as well. I think it's added that dynamic now.
Red Dragon, we're brothers for life, man. There's nothing that's going to split us up. It's not going to be like one of those kick me through the barbershop window type of situations. You know, it's just such a cliche thing that the tag partner turns on another tag partner, and we want to create something different. You know, not to say that we'll never have a match against each other. I'm sure that could possibly happen, but we're teammates and we're brothers, and you know, we tag in New Japan, so it's not like Ring of Honor is going to split us up. You know, like that. There's a working relationship for a reason. They want to keep continuity, so yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
What is it about this current relationship you have with Ring of Honor? It also allows you now to do PWG as well. Is this kind of the best scenario for you at this point? And as you assess your career, I mean, do you like this path currently where you have these options with the three, including New Japan in the mix?
I'm so lucky. I'm loving this path. You know, it's getting me to have weekends off, and I get my body to have a bit of a break in between New Japan tours and in between Ring of Honor shows, and I still get that creative freedom that you get at PWG, where I can go out for 30 minutes and try new things and see what works in front of that kind of crowd, you know? So it's, I'm always considering myself growing as a wrestler and evolving as a wrestler, and if you ever do stop growing and getting better, then maybe it's time to pick a different career path, you know, because wrestling, as wrestlers, we're always getting better and we're always learning, and I'm always wrestling guys who are better than me and have more experience than me. And I couldn't be happier, man. Between Ring of Honor, New Japan, and PWG, it's the best of all the worlds, you know.
Final thing is, you look ahead to the Best of the Super Juniors coming up. I'm sure you'll have a spot in the J Cup as well. It seems that as New Japan has gone through a lot of changes this year, there's a really big focus on the junior heavyweight divisions, both singles and in the tag division. Do you get that sense that there's a real spark under the junior heavyweight division at the moment throughout 2016?
Absolutely. When I first came into the company in New Japan, our first tour was the Super Junior Tag League. And on all the shows, you know, even though it was the Super Junior Tag League, we were all in the first half of the show. And then last year, one year later, we're main eventing all the shows. So I think it just goes to show that we have the faith of the office behind us now. We have the faith of the audience behind us, and they're giving us the opportunity to really shine. And I couldn't be more proud to be at the forefront of that division.
Well, the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, it is about to kick off, which you can catch on New Japan World and Ring of Honor. It airs every Tuesday night, 11 Eastern here in Canada on Fight Network.
The hardest hits. The most intense action. The best wrestling on the planet. Ring of Honor Wrestling. Creating excellence every week.
This is Bobby Fish, and you're watching the Fight Network, home of Ring of Honor Wrestling in Canada.